Yo, what's going on YouTube? This your boy Kamen Spike back again once again, and today we're here for Kamen Rider GAVV episode 42. And in this episode we save Hanto, we get the climactic reveal, we get to see Neeliv's full Granute form, and man, I didn't know Neeliv was this jacked. Like, bro, why? Like, bro got some girth. Pause. Like, seriously, I didn't know Neeliv was out here like that. We also got to see Lakia's Granute form again. We haven't seen his actual Granute form in a long time, especially even in like flashbacks. We've actually seen his Granute form like in this episode, and it was dope. I was starting to actually forget what his Granute form even looked like. And also we mostly Neeliv is like the main like head boss in this episode as well, and the next episode seems like it's gonna get really climactic. I think we're getting introduced to a new character, but yeah, this episode was really like, I love the whole thing with Hanto talking to like a dark version of himself and a light version of himself when they were trying to get him out, when he was attacking Shoma and Lakia, and he's trying to get himself out of that whole like mind control type of thing. And then we see Suga doing the devil's work, and he's going around like hypnotizing people and like putting them under his control and telling them to go jump in the river or jump in the ocean. And I was like, no, this man, you've gone too far. You already went too far when you was making people dance, but now you trying to make people go to like just take themselves out. I didn't like that. I didn't like it at all. Suga had to go, even though he's already gone. It's just his body walking around. But yeah, we had to go. But yeah, they figured in this episode, that they had to destroy the gun, or destroy his basically destroy his blaster for everybody to break out of that mind control. So that's the plan. And also Longo is kind of walking around, he's doing stuff. He didn't really do anything in this episode, but we said that Sachika ended up seeing him because she's looking for the Men in Black. But she's looking for the Men in Black. Basically, she's looking for Neeliv, or she's looking for Suga, and basically just to see if they're, whatever they got going on, or whatever they're planning and stuff like that. But it just seems like they're just walking around just doing stuff. But yeah, she ends up seeing Longo, and Longo's like, hey, what you filming me? And Longo's like, hey, what you filming me for? And then she runs off. She goes, and she runs off. But then she remembers, like, I think I've seen him before. I'm like, yeah, you have seen him before. And he's scared the ever living daisies out of you. I just feel like Sachika's like a daisy. I feel like that's the type of flower she would be if she was a flower. Anyway, but yeah, we got to see him, like, just Neeliv. Got to see Neeliv fight, and I actually did like that. Neeliv fight. He's a bow user. I really kind of wasn't expecting that. but it seems like everybody in the Stomach family has some kind of, they all had some kind of special weapon. Like Glata was the scythe, and Longo was the sword. Longo was like a great sword. Neela was a bow user. Like, it just seems like they were just different D&D classes. That's all it really seemed like. But yeah, they end up saving a lot of the people as they fighting Neeliv on the beach and things like that. And they end up getting like pushed into the forest area. But they end up saving all the people by Lakia using his ability to make everyone happy, and it makes them like, it stabilizes everybody and makes everybody stop, because they're all just getting ready to just walk into the ocean. They kind of like stop everybody. But yeah, but while that's happening, we saw that Sachika ends up seeing Lakia use his ability. And if you didn't know, Sachika does not know that Lakia was, before he was on their side, he was working for Stomach, and he was, taking out people, delivering people into spice and stuff like that. So she does not know that. So I feel like that's gonna lead somewhere or another. Yeah, that's gonna lead somewhere. But yeah, we see that the candy shop dude, he's very much involved in this episode as well, and that is for a reason. But yeah, but mostly this episode was mostly like a Hunto kind of episode, but also mostly kind of a big reveal sort of episode, and also seeing Neela like in action in this episode as well. But we ended up taking out Zombie Suga. He is gone, gone, and I hope I feel like this is the last we're gonna see of the Black GAVV, because we are getting Baki Stick next episode. You know, Jeeb is coming back in the next episode. He's gonna be doing stuff. But yeah, I feel like this is the last we're gonna see of anybody else using the Black GAVV. I hope, because the Black GAVV seems like it just seems like it's overused to a degree. It's just passed around to multiple people on a Kamen Rider Dread kind of tip. But yeah, I did like, you know, them using, like, I did like them bringing back some stuff in this episode and using some new stuff, while also, please, like, after this episode, man, leave Hanto alone. Leave Hanto alone. Y'all got Hanto going through all this stuff. I feel like Hanto's the freaking main character with all the emotional, physical turmoil that he has to go through. I'm so sick of it. I'm good. Like, please leave Hanto alone after this. Y'all had to control him and make him go through this big emotional thing. A dark him, a light him, and a evil him. Like, I'm good. Leave Hanto alone. Let dude do his thing. I did like how he actually 1v1 Neela for a while. That was actually kind of cool. Like, he either grabbing Neela by the face and slamming him, and then Neela countering with his leg. Like, the choreography was great. The choreography was freaking great in that exchange. But we get the big reveal at the end of the episode where Hanto comes out and shows Shoma a picture of, like, the picture that he took from the candy shop guy, and he sees that, and he's like, hey, that's my mom, but where'd you get a picture of this? And he's like, where'd you get this picture? And he's like, well, I got this picture from the candy shop guy. Turns out the candy shop guy is the older brother of your mom, which means he is your uncle. And he tells Shoma this, and Shoma's like, what? So I wonder how Shoma's actually gonna handle that. Mostly he's probably gonna handle it a little bit, you know, kind of well. He's probably not gonna want to tell him that, hey, you're my uncle, and, you know, type of stuff. And we see that the uncle is actually seeing the Kamen Riders for the first time. Okay, he sees them save him, and thanks to Sachika, she actually comes in and tells them that, hey, these are the Kamen Riders. They hunt the monsters, they get rid of the monsters and stuff like that. So I kind of figured, with all the stuff that goes on in the city, a lot of people should know who the Kamen Riders are. Like, these citizens, like, all these citizens should know who the riders are. So I thought it was kind of strange that they didn't know. But hey, I mean, not everybody's on the internet, so hey, I guess. But so after he's saved and everything, he goes back to his shop, and he ends up kind of looking into stuff, and he reads up on the Granutes, and he reads up on, you know, they've been here for like 20 years, and they've been kidnapping people and stuff like that. So he tries to kind of put two and two together. He's like, maybe my sister was kidnapped by them, and then that's why, you know, maybe she was kidnapped by them, and that's why I haven't seen her, and that's why she went missing. And now that, you know, he's kind of looking into things more, how is he going to feel when he finds out that Shoma's his nephew, but also that he's half Granute? That's gonna be very emotional. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. That's gonna break me. I feel like it. But but yeah, this episode was great. Next episode seems like we're getting introduced to a new character. I think that's the president. I want to say that's the president, but I also heard that the character that we're gonna see that's standing next to Lizelle, that's standing next to Lizelle in the blue suit stuff. It's either that's the president's human disguise, or I've heard some people say that that's her brother-in-law or brother. So, because, you know, the president did say he want to turn the whole Earth into a farm. So I guess he probably makes him, he got connections because, you know, he big like that. So he probably called somebody in to come there and something like that. I feel like that's what it, maybe that is, or maybe that is what he look, maybe that is his human disguise. But other than that, I just want to know who the heck that guy is. And also, I feel like what is Jeeb gonna do in the next episode? Like, what's he got going on? Because it seems like he's gonna be fighting somebody. So yeah, and we also, Kate King's coming back. You know, we all love Kate King over here. But other than that, what you guys think about this episode? Please let me know down there in the comment section below. And we'll see you guys next time. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and remember, as I always say, stay hitchin'.